92.3 Amp Radio.
The new 92.3 Amp Radio, it's your boy in the morning. Get ready. We got a crazy-ass surprise for you right now. Two of the greatest, hottest artists of the moment. With us in the building, Chris Brown and Tyga.
Yes! Welcome,
What's up? Y'all good?
Yeah, we're excited to have you guys.
Yeah, kind of took me back with the old school Run It intro. I was like, man.
Yeah, he took it back.
Man, I felt like a kid again. I was like,
It's
yes.
dope, though. I think
Like
it's
a,
just,
like a kid again. You guys are 25, yo.
You know, it's 25 feel a lot different than 15, man.
I'm sure it does.
You know, I wish I could just stay in the middle, like around like 19, 20 and just live that.
That was a good time for you, Chris Brown?
That was good. 19, 20, yeah, you know. Older ladies will holler at you. They don't feel too perverted.
Would you consider yourself a cougar hunter, Chris?
Depends. I mean, I'm just a woman hunter. Anything that's trying to holler at me, yeah, baby.
Yo, we got Chris Brown, Tyga in the building tomorrow. Fan of the Fan, the album drops February 24th. A complete collaborative album on this. I gotta know, man. To me, for an artist, an album is almost like their girl. So how do you share your girl with each other, Tyga and Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's deep.
No share. No, I mean, I think the album process, like, before we already knew how to collaborate with each other as far as, like, the mixtapes we had prior, and it was so much success from it, we just wanted to be able to capitalize off it fully, and be able to reach our audiences, abroad, and be able to do it on a higher scale. Like, I think as far as our music, individually, we all have our own different, variables and transitions on how we do stuff. But I think, together when we collaborate, it's just so much, fun. It's just pure
we share
energy.
A lot of the same ideas.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
things like that. So, for us, just knowing the culture, for being just friends first, it's not like just two artists that don't know each other, that don't know each other,
How deep is this friendship? Because maybe a lot of people don't know that you guys are bonded by King Cairo in some way, shape, or form, which is Tyga's beautiful son that he's got to pass me the recipe on how to make cute babies like that.
That's a pretty kid.
Yeah, Chris is King's godfather, what I mean?
Man.
And I just felt I've been knowing Chris for I guess maybe 6-7 years. We just always built a great friendship, and then
beyond the music, it was just even if we both weren't doing music right now, like, we still would be kicking it. We still would be laughing, talking about or helping each other through our life struggles. I think him as we the same age, but I've got a chance to kind of be in the industry a little bit earlier than him. So, sometimes he mentors me in a way, I mentor him in a way, as far as, from a hip-hop aspect, I'm more the singer guy, so he shows me the ropes with certain aspects of hip-hop and, delivery and flow, and just in the music aspect part. But even on my side, just showing him the ropes, hey, man, this decision, hey, move that way or move that way, because they did me like this, so you might want to do like this, so we kind of just vibe off each other, man.
Yeah, Tyga, you're about to drop your solo album after this collab album, but you're trying to just get freed up real quick.
Yeah.
Get it out there,
from your
move
previous album, label.
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now, so.
And you guys, what a lot of people may not know, man, besides the music, you guys are entrepreneurs, really. I mean, what you guys are doing at such a young age is sick, man. And you guys are talking about your relationship as friends. You're Chris the Godfather. That's what's up, of Tyga's little boy.
Yeah.
I would like to know this, Tyga. Who was on your, top 3? You're making the list of who could possibly be your son's godfather. Who was up there in the list with Chris
Oh, it's the
Brown?
other godfathers.
Yeah. Who are the other guys?
Yeah.
I'm
Chris
just
Brown
one of
wants to
them.
know, who did he beat?
I mean, definitely my close friends, my brothers I grew up with, and then I think having the aspect like Chris of being somebody, that's like his King, that's like King's dad, you know what I mean, in the industry. So it's kind of like, he can go to somebody else that understands like what I go through, or you know what I mean, like, and for him to be growing up in this industry and in that light too.
Well, now that the little guy's here too, I mean, does that change how you live your life? Like, there's another responsibility there. You're a role model.
It just makes
for
you
him.
go harder, super harder, and just like,
Yeah, more of a responsibility. I don't even have a kid yet, so me just watching him, and us knowing each other before he was here, like, I'm like, man, you got a kid, so like even with me, I'm like, man, I gotta kind of like focus, because we kind of we have to set the example, so to speak. We still can wild out and be fun and be young. We just gotta set the example. Like, we gotta make sure he's having fun while he's growing up, but he's not wilding out and making the same mistakes that, you know, we made in certain situations.
We're chilling with Chris Brown and Tyga, talking about King Cairo, Tyga's little boy. And I'm looking at a picture right here, and what a great godfather, because you're seeing Chris Brown's art right here.
Oh yeah.
And let me describe the picture to you. They're laughing right now because the picture's King Cairo's chilling with the spray can in his hand, and he's got Chris Brown's art in the background, which is like, would you say like bears of some sort?
Yeah, you know, a lot of my illustrations or my paintings, they consume, you know, they're like monsters and certain things, but we didn't want to kind of put that in his room because it's like, that's more, you know, street art and different things. We don't want to scare him. We wake up having nightmares.
King Carter's like, Daddy, I can't go to sleep. I'm afraid of the monsters.
Exactly.
Your godfather painted that on the wall. You got to live like that.
Exactly. So we just I wanted to do something that's more fun, you know, animals like. You know, Tyga obviously loves animals, you know, given that he had an actual tiger in the house.
Zebras, you know.
And zebras.
When you would come over and visit Tyga, Chris Brown,
yeah,
what would you do if the tiger was cruising around, the actual animal?
Honestly, I was more surprised at how well-mannered the tiger was. Like, he would bring the tiger to the studio, and we would, like, he would do it, like, and I wouldn't tell, like, we would have, like, a gang of girls in the studio, you know, just for inspiration, you know, but motivation. He would bring the tiger in, and it's not like a cub, like a little, like the tiger was, 8 months or something, but it already was, like, 150 pounds, like, huge, like, and he would just walk in and sit on the couch with us. And just chill, like just like your homie.
Verse, he'll come in the booth with me and just like lay there.
Yeah, just lay on the floor. Like it was so well mannered that it was just like, man. But any other time you just see when animals attack, you be like, man, this ain't what black people do, man. We can't be having animals.
That's what happens when Tyga's been living in Calabasas for so long out there with the rich white folk. You know, he'd be like having crazy animals as pets and whatnot. No, but that's dope, man. And like they say, like Dominicanos say, getting loca con su tigre. And Chris Brown, I know you've worked with Wisin y Yandel and whatnot, but getting loca con tu tigre means you're getting down with your tiger, which is your man, but you have a real tiger. So it was like both, man. Best of both worlds. Yo, I want to take this opportunity, man. Speaking of you guys going around and doing interviews, and I love the relationship you guys have. First and foremost, as friends, as brothers, and I like showing that side of the artist.
Yeah.
You know, beyond the music, the human being side.
Yeah.
You know, and because I think we don't see enough of that in artists, unfortunately, you know. And speaking to that, I think the good thing about media is that you can come out and clear things up.
Yeah.
And right now, there's just so much drama going on, especially with my man Tyga. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm so glad that he didn't say with Chris, because it's usually the other way around.
Chris is like real happy right now.
We gotta give him a hand.
Because usually it's like Chris is the one that's in trouble.
No wonder Chris is hanging around you now. He's looking like a real good influence right now.
Yep, absolutely.
But just being real with you guys, man, and coming at you out of love and just being like, Tyga, here's a chance, man. Recently, you said you're not dating Kylie Jenner, who's 17. Then Kanye comes out saying that you were smart because you got in early. Maybe unlike him, right? He got in a little late, but he got in. So he kind of countered what you said, that you weren't dating Kylie. And then recently on your Instagram, you posted a beautiful picture of Kylie.
She's beautiful.
And
beautiful girl.
You wrote on your Instagram, and it says, your beauty never goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
One of the best, dopest person in my life.
Right.
That's the way things happen, the timeline. What do you want the people out there to know from that?
I feel like
make
people,
sense of that.
You know, whether if I tell the world that I love her or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be me. It's going to be me to dictate that, you know what I mean? And how I want to keep my friendship and relationship with her, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it doesn't matter what the world thinks, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're around somebody and you love being around that person, that's all that matters, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel like what anybody could say could change that, you know what I mean? Like, how I feel for her as a person, and just, you know, just being a great person she is. She's just a good person. She's got great energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all hung out, like, and we got a group of friends that we've been hanging out for the longest. You know, I've been knowing her and her family for like 6-7 years. You know, so it's like it's all love there, and it's, you know, we're gonna continue to grow.
Now here's the thing, Tyga, because I come from Latin America, bro, where it's really not that weird to see a 20-something-year-old dating a 17-year-old. I mean, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And then not always, although our dirty minds always go to low. If they're dating, they're hooking up.
Right.
I mean, what would you like to? I mean, are you in love with her? Do you love her?
I love her as a person for sure.
But not romantically speaking?
I mean, like
on the real, bro.
I don't think it really matters. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, if you love being around somebody, that's all that matters. You know?
Yeah.
You don't have to say it either way, but you have to understand. But you have to understand how it looks to everybody else, especially when you post pictures like that. And nobody's mad at you for loving somebody.
For sure.
Nobody's mad at you for posting beautiful pictures.
For sure.
But you know, people that love you and that are fans of yours want
they
to know.
always want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's good for them just to stay interested in wanting to be involved in my life, you know, which I appreciate. But sometimes you got to just let that artist just live their own personal life sometime, you know?
Yeah,
and you got to
absolutely.
respect that as a fan and, you know, as a spectator of what we do, you know?
So Kylie's 18-year birthday comes up. You're at her party. How do you celebrate? What do you tell her? She's 18, man.
Turn up. Tell her turn up.
Turn up.
It's
Let's do this.
18th birthday
What do you
party.
say? It's her 18th birthday. What do you do that night?
Enjoy life, you know? To
What'd you
another
do at
year.
18?
To
Turn
another
up.
successful year.
Chris Brown, what do you say to your brother Tyga in this situation when people like Kanye are saying, you know, he is dating her? And
Kanye never said that.
or insinuating
they
that.
try to insinuate
Yeah,
or whatever
insinuate,
the case.
you know?
This is my thing, man.
What do you say to your brother?
I think people, if they ain't talking about you, it ain't news, man. I think,
right.
you know, at the end of the day, I'm public enemy number one to a lot of people. So I could care less what people say about me. So, you know, we have conversations on our own on other topics all the time about just life in general. I mean, if we base ourselves off of, a lot of our music is for acceptance for our fans, but not how we live our life. You know, at the end of the day, like, I consider myself, you know, creative.
Oh, you're crazy.
A rock
bro.
star.
Yeah.
Kind of rock star, because I don't base my judgment of how I'm gonna live my life and walk around with a smile on my face off of if somebody likes me or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he should do it the same way. You know, and I feel like however people wanna whatever judgment or whatever people gotta say, it ain't really none of their business. Like, if you don't like it, cool. Don't like it.
Period.
Right.
Go stand up for a cause somewhere. Go, you know, go join the army. Go fight for the country. Like,
buy,
you know what I'm saying?
go buy
Pay
a
your
tiger.
taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Go buy a tiger. you
Go
know?
buy a tiger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
something
So it's just you
I
know,
appreciate
you gotta live
you
your life.
talking
it.
about that, man.
Appreciate
And we just do it more on the side of you showing your perspective, because I think that's what's so tough, especially nowadays, bro, with social media. You know, back in the day when social media wasn't around, you know, you would hear stuff on print or radio or whatever, but now social media, news is being made right now as we speak, and then everybody and their mom has something to say about it, and they hide behind a keyboard.
Every day you wake up, it's a new story.
You know what I'm saying?
But so many stories, it's like you don't even, you know, you got to choose your battles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all. So.
Good stuff, man. Tyga,
Absolutely.
Chris Brown with us on the new 92.3 Amp Radio. It was your boy in the morning. You guys did this collab album together. Who else would Chris Brown like to do a collab album with that you haven't done it with yet, man?
Honestly, collab albums, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like collab albums because, you know, you hear from certain other people, like, you know, other than like Jay-Z and Kanye, like, and, you know, other people kind of just either don't get along, egos don't mix and all that different stuff. But I think this is the only person I probably could do it with, you know, because
Man.
it's just our chemistry. Only reason we did this album, you know, to actually sell to people and actually people wanting to get it is because of our friendship. Like, it's just like, look, man, let's just do this album, man. We both could make some money off it, but also give the fans what they really want. We can shift the culture with our experience on life at a young age, but also be able to, you know, have fun and party and do what we do. So, you know.
Well, thank you for doing that collab
crazy.
album. I mean, so far, Ayo sounds sick. Tomorrow, the album drops. Make sure you get hooked up.
We on tour as well too, so people gotta, you know, buy the album, come to that tour, see that show. It's amazing.
It's turned.
show.
We
It's
turn
sick.
up, man.
You got Trey Songs up in there.
Yeah,
Chris
man.
Brown,
We be doing our thing.
and Tyga. I mean, we've
amazing
seen
show.
pictures on your social media. Speaking of that, And people are turning up like crazy, yo. It's like New Year's Eve up in there every night, going nuts.
Last tour we've been on together was 2011 Fame Tour. So
it's been a while. So people get a chance to see us, in our own kind of element and collaborating as well on stage. So if y'all haven't seen the tour, come check us out.
And it's called Between the Sheets. I mean,
exactly.
You got a lot of ladies
I really
out
need
there.
you there, baby.
Nina, putting you on the spot.
Girl, I'm gonna bring you up on stage, girl. Stop you up with a biscuit.
If you had a choice to be between the sheets, who would you choose?
Me now.
Tyga, Chris Brown, or Trey Songz? On the real, Nina, putting you on the spot.
Why do I have to choose?
All right.
Because you need me in your life. That's why, baby. You can't choose them two. See, no.
Oh, but I just get so selfish.
See, I'm selfish too. I like you and I want you.
I love all these accents you do, boss. Chris Brown, man, killing it.